In the far reaches of the galaxy, the Council of United Species gathered in a grand chamber aboard the massive Arkship Veritas. Representatives from dozens of civilizations, each boasting unique attributes and technologies, came together to discuss an alarming development. Reports had flooded in from multiple sources about an unknown species known as humans from the small, unremarkable planet called Earth. But there was something unsettling about the humans that caught the attention of the council, something they couldn't quite place. Among the council members was Xylo, an enigmatic figure from the highly advanced and ancient Tikar race. With a voice that resonated through the chamber, he raised his hand, silencing the chatter. "I propose we observe these humans further. They have shown remarkable potential, something we have yet to fully comprehend." The other members exchanged uneasy glances. "You mean the species that possesses no advanced technology?" One representative scoffed. "Their most sophisticated creation is a primitive vehicle powered by combustion." "That may be true," Xylo replied, undeterred, "but they also possess something far more powerful: adaptability. Their capacity for innovation under adversity is unmatched." While the council debated the merits of humans, a crisis unfolded back on Earth. Unbeknownst to its inhabitants, a clandestine operation was in motion, led by a ruthless faction of intergalactic poachers known as the Zythrians. These marauders had targeted Earth, believing its unassuming populace would be easy prey. Their goal was to capture humans and harvest their genetic material, hoping to unlock the secret to the humans' resilience and ingenuity. Back in a quiet suburb, Daniel, an ordinary human with a passion for science, was tinkering in his garage laboratory, completely unaware of the threat looming overhead. He was working on an energy-efficient engine, hoping to revolutionize transportation. It was just another day in his life, one filled with trial and error, setbacks and breakthroughs. But Daniel's tenacity was something that made him stand out, even if he didn't realize it. As night fell, shadows cloaked the street, and Zythrian ships descended from the sky. The poachers began their sweep, capturing anyone they could find. Daniel's neighbor, a single mother, was taken, along with her children. The Zythrians worked quickly, rounding up unsuspecting humans in their high-tech nets, fully expecting the rest of humanity to surrender easily. But what the Zythrians didn't count on was Daniel's resolve. After noticing the sudden absence of his neighbors, he went outside to investigate. When he saw the Zythrian ships hovering above, the adrenaline kicked in. "This isn't happening," he muttered to himself. Determined to save his friends, Daniel raced back into his garage, where he kept his projects. He pulled out a crude but functional energy weapon he had been developing for fun. It wasn't much, but it was better than nothing. Armed with his makeshift device, he stepped into the night. The Zythrians, confident in their superior technology, were taken by surprise when Daniel confronted them. He unleashed a burst of energy from his weapon, catching one of the poachers off guard. It staggered back, its shield failing, as Daniel rushed in, using every ounce of strength and agility he had trained over the years. The chaos drew the attention of the Zythrian leader, Commander Vaxa, who had been overseeing the capture of the humans. He stepped forward, his imposing figure and advanced armor radiating confidence. "You think you can resist us, human?" he taunted. "You are outmatched." But Daniel wasn't deterred. "You don't know anything about us," he shot back, determination burning in his eyes. "You think you can come to our planet and take us like we're nothing? I won't let that happen." With that, he charged forward, channeling his fear and frustration into action. He dodged blasts from the Zythrians' weapons, utilizing every tactic he had learned from years of playing sports and practicing martial arts. To his surprise, he found he was able to outmaneuver the aliens, exploiting their overconfidence. Meanwhile, back in the council chamber aboard the Arkship Veritas, the Tikar members had been monitoring the situation closely. "What is happening on Earth?" Xylo asked, intrigued. "There's a spike in energy signatures and unusual combat patterns. Perhaps the humans are more resourceful than we thought," another council member mused. "But their technology is still rudimentary." Just then, an emergency transmission came through from an observing scout ship. "Council, We are witnessing an unprecedented display of human resilience. A single human is combating a small force of Zythrians, and he is holding his own. Back on Earth, Daniel continued to fight, drawing on the strength of those who depended on him. He was no longer just defending himself, he was fighting for his neighbors, for his community. As he took down one Zythrian after another, the tide began to turn. He realized that it wasn't just brute force that gave him strength, it was his ability to think outside the box, to adapt and improvise. Finally, Daniel found himself face to face with Commander Vaxa. "You will fall, human," Vaxa hissed, brandishing his advanced weaponry. But in that moment, Daniel's ingenuity sparked an idea. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a smoke grenade he had created for his experiments. "Let's see how you handle this," he shouted, tossing it at Vaxa's feet. The explosion of smoke engulfed the area, and while Vaxa flailed in confusion, Daniel used the opportunity to launch a surprise attack, knocking the weapon from Vaxa's grasp. The commander was stunned, his confidence shattered. Daniel seized the moment, delivering a final blow that sent Vaxa crashing to the ground. With their leader incapacitated, the remaining Zythrians retreated, scrambling back to their ships in disarray. Daniel stood victorious, breathing heavily as he took in the scene around him. The poachers had fled, and he had saved his community. News of Daniel's heroics spread quickly. He became a symbol of human resilience and adaptability, inspiring others to stand up against threats. The council on the Arkship Veritas watched with newfound respect for the humans. They had underestimated the species, but now they understood that beneath their seemingly mundane exterior lay an incredible capacity for innovation and bravery. Xylo stood before the council, a smile on his face. Humans don't even realize the potential they possess. They have faced danger and emerged stronger. Perhaps it is time we reach out to them, not as conquerors, but as allies. The council unanimously agreed, and plans were set in motion to establish a formal relationship with Earth. Meanwhile, back on the planet, Daniel returned to his garage, tired but exhilarated. He had fought against formidable foes and won, all while remaining true to the qualities that made him human: determination, ingenuity, and an unyielding spirit. Little did he know that his actions had sparked a new chapter in intergalactic relations. The universe would soon learn that humans were not to be underestimated. They were capable of great things, and with allies by their side, they could change the galaxy forever.